Hey guys, Lawrence Broussard here. I'm in Abbeville, and I remembered they had this park to park campers at, and it's really neat. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but it's real close to town. And normally there's a lot of RVs here. A few times I've came out and checked this area out. Today there's not a lot. That's the office, if I remember right. And if you notice, there's the RVs, motorhomes. People from all over the country stop in. A lot of people from Canada. Everybody's always friendly. That's one of the things I like about parks. For some reason, even the rudest people in the world, when they go to a park, they're always nice. And so I thought I'd show y'all what it looks like. Let me put my visor down because you're probably going to pick up a lot of road noise if I don't. I just noticed on the way in it had a pedestrian crossing, and so apparently there's a walking trail out here. I should have stopped before I took where I normally get gas. Just my fuel light just came on, which means I need to get fuel, but I've got about 40 miles, so I can talk to y'all for a little while. So this is another motorcycle vlog. I want to make quite a few of these. Me and my brother want to do some motorcycle traveling. He doesn't have a motorcycle. Well, he has one, but it's not up to long distance travel. He's still got to get himself up physically to do the motorcycle safety course. Go ahead and get his license, and he can get a license without it. But look, if you ride motorcycles, that's the walking trail. That motorcycle safety course, it's worth the money. It's made me a safer driver in an automobile because they go over safety for 2 nights, and then you have 2 days on a motorcycle that you go through a closed course. You know, just teach you first how to push it and how to go in a straight line, and just small steps till by the end of the Sunday you're riding a motorcycle with however many people in the class going through a course, constant moving, zigzagging, swerving through cones, just different things. But it really sharpens your skill sets, and I believe it's just worth it. A friend of mine told me about it. They said, Lawrence, it'll make you a safer rider, and they were accurate. It really did. See, it's part of the road coming into this RV park. It's real quiet, just trees around. Just a real nice place to hang out if you're in this area. So if you're ever in Abbeville, Louisiana, come check it out. All that dead cat is still getting in my mouth. We're really going to have to pull it back. Well, we're changing helmets, but when you have a dead cat doll set up for you on this helmet, the way you have it set up, it just gets in your mouth. Sorry guys, y'all probably don't want to know about the dead cat, and it's literally not a dead cat. It's a little fuzzy thing that protects the mic from wind noise. Now, what you're going to be amazed about is how close, literally how close we are to the city. Because it looked like we were out in the middle of nowhere. We're going to take a right, and you're going to see we're going to be in City Hall really quick. The movie The Blob was shot here. And my mother worked at the hotel where the cast stayed. I don't know if she met anybody, and if she did, if she even knew who they were, but she was working there at the time. It's quite a few years ago. So the outskirts of Abbeville, the city. That's the 4-H arena where all the 4-H shows are. County agent's seat right there, help with farms, 4-H, anything to do with agriculture, the extension service. That's a really nice place. At Cecil McCormick Exhibition Building. He was a county agent when I was in school. Somebody's barbecuing, I can smell it. what we have coming up is the downtown Abbeville. This Dupree's Shucks Oyster Bar, real famous, great Cajun food if you like that sort of stuff. Come in, there'll be a bridge, and then there'll be a Catholic church on the left. I'm gonna probably pull off the road so I can kind of let y'all see it. It's really a magnificent church. Another restaurant. It's got really good food. It's flooded out like I don't know how many times. Black's Oyster Bar. That's a really famous place here in Abbeville. I've been going there since I was a child. That's the church. Let me pull over right here. That way I thought I was going to be able to pull off on the side road, but they're doing construction work, so I can't. See, it's a magnificent building. Just a magnificent building. I'm going to have to back up so I can get back on the highway legally. And then I'm going to get red light, which would have been perfect if I was coming up. So, again, there's the church. How cool, the bells. Hopefully y'all can hear that. Open the visor. I think there's enough room I can pull over. I thought it was all the way blocked, but it's not, so I can pull over right here. St. Mary Magdalen Catholic Church. I cannot read when it was established, but it's a very old church. And if y'all remember the square in Abbeville, where I filmed that day, that is the square right there. Magdalen Square. And I'll make a circle. This is Frank's Theater, where I seen my first movie. And my mom sent me to this bank, make a deposit when I was probably about 6-7 years old. I was a little bitty fella. Back then it was safe though. It used to be the library, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of a tourist place now. It's all part of the church. See, and there's the square, if y'all remember it. Fountains. It's getting easier to, I hope I'm not moving my head too fast. I'm kind of getting the hang of it now, looking forward and turning my head where y'all can see things. Now, I was asked to show this street, what it really looks like, and I forgot the name of it. I've came here all my life. Apparently the Blob was shot down this street. I never seen the movie, so I really don't know, but it'll have a sign there. Let's see, Concord. Yeah, Concord Street. Do I put that in the title or the description about Concord? That's the courthouse. I'll tell y'all a fun. It wasn't funny, but it was funny when you were young. We used to have Government Day every year, and I'm gonna make a circle around the courthouse. We used to have Government Day every year, and here's some of the houses. I always liked this old house. I don't know why. I just always liked it. If I remember right, my mom, this is where her first job was in that building for an attorney. So we had Government Day, and they would put on a trial, and so there would be something would always happen. And so we were getting on the buses to go to lunch the first day, and they had a fake murder. you know, with a cap gun and somebody got shot. Well, they had a lady on, poor lady now, you know, as an adult, you have sympathy. As a child, you think it's funny. They had a pretend murder right there on those steps, and that lady thought it was real, and I mean, she freaked out. It took them a while to calm her down. Of course, in today's world, you couldn't do something like that, but that's what they did at the time, and it was interesting. We go in the courthouse, and you know, and they do the whole 9 yards. You'd run for office, and then they do the trial, and it just kind of give you an idea how government worked. And let's see, I could have went that way, but I'm gonna go this way today. It's a really beautiful home up here to the left. See, I like these old buildings. I'm gonna pull in this parking lot so I can show you. There's the home I was talking about. I just really like these homes. I don't know, I can't really tell you what it is. Maybe it was just a different time period when people sit on the porch. I'm not really sure, but I always like these homes. I don't know how much talking I'm going to do today. I just wanted to show y'all a little bit of Abbeville. Let Dahl edit however he sees fit. Wow. I used to get parts here. But it's a flea market now. And they used to sell tires there too, if I remember correctly. It's funny how things change. This building up here on the left, I think was like Tasty Freeze or something like that. It was, if I remember correctly, it was only like the only 1 or 2 hamburger places in town, and you could get ice cream and stuff like that. That was a big deal. Of course, that was back before really fast food. And that's new to me. I've never been, haven't been here since they built that. I normally don't really come to this part of town very often. So, sir, whoever it was asked me to show Concord Street. There it is, in the back. And might come back a different way and then show Concord through a different side. Typical trailer park. You see these a lot. Not like this, like as much in you know, now in town. They tend to be a little bit outside of town. Another Catholic church. I'm not sure what that building is. It's a center for the Catholic Church. I'm gonna run by Walmart and see if people are still going crazy like they were and fighting over all kind of silly stuff. Kind of gives you an idea of the old hotels, what they were like. That one seems to be still in operational. Soulful Eats. Huh. Haven't been there. I like soul food. Crawfish are big. Like I show you all the crawfish ponds, you have a lot of restaurants like that. They basically sell just boiled crawfish. Some of them carry more than that, but a lot of them just carry boiled crawfish. That was TGMY. That was the real, where that ABL Vermilion Bingo was. That was TGMY when I was a child. That's the movie theater. I'm surprised people are here. Shows, I think it's got four movies it normally plays. It's really nice to go. There's another old hotel. Hope I showed y'all that well enough. Still struggling a little bit to learn how to turn my head. I'm might just go ahead and get some gas at Walmart instead of where I normally get it. That way if I want to ride for a while I can. Every time I plan on riding my motorcycle for 5-10 minutes, I wind up riding for an hour. I just enjoy it a lot. Just putt-putting around, no big deal. There's Lowe's, Lumberyard. We used to have two lumber yards here, big change, but one of them closed. So now we just got Lowe's, and I actually shopped at the other one. So I was kind of disappointed when it closed down. But they opened a really nice facility, I guess about 15 minutes away from here. So I understand why they didn't want to. I can take y'all by the airport. Too bad I didn't make that light. This road is called a bypass. It bypasses Abbeville, but you know, it's like most bypasses, the town will grow up around where the traffic source is, and that's what kind of happened here. Good, we can take a right on red, so that's what we just did. This bike has a lot of pep in it. You know, I don't know about top speed. I've never tried to ride it fast, but you know, just to roll that throttle, it just really responds. Yep, there's Walmart right there. Yeah, seems about the normal amount of people for a weekend, so I guess it calmed down. These little buildings are real popular now. You can rent on them. National Guard unit. And if I remember right, yep. It's where you go to the National Guard and also to the airport. For y'all that watch all the long vlogs, I really appreciate it, guys. I'm really working on my voice right now, and we're just really trying to learn how to video and also edit, mainly video at this point, and some editing on these longer ones. So this is a little airport, real nice little airport. Everybody's really friendly here. I've flown in here once before, and they were very, very, very helpful. It's a shame flying has gotten so expensive. When I was young in high school, it really wasn't that high, but it is now. Didn't have a lot of planes today, but that's part of the airport. And they have a little museum here. I've been wanting to go to it, haven't been to it. Now that I'm vlogging, I definitely, if they'll let me vlog in it, I'll definitely go, and so y'all can see it. I was in the Marine Reserve and the National Guard, so I kind of like military stuff. And so up ahead you have the Louisiana Military Hall of Fame and Museum. I don't know when it's open. Helicopters real big down here because of the oil field. There's some of the military equipment right there. Let's see if it's got when it's open. So people, anybody that watches the vlogs wants to see it, they can know. It doesn't have a time. I was hoping it had a time. No, it doesn't. Just all the people that donated to it. Phase 1. It doesn't have a time. I'll have to look it up. Like airports. I don't know what it is about an airport. It's real calming. Another thing, like RV park, where you campgrounds. Never been to an airport that hadn't been really nice. I'm not talking about a big commercial airport where you're flying commercially, because they can treat you like cattle, unfortunately now. The private airports, the small planes, things like that, people are just really, really friendly. At least that's always been my experience. There's the, let me just pull in, there's no traffic here. There we go. Christopher Memorial Airport. Let's see, he was born in December 2nd, 1921 and died in October 18th, 1995. Nothing like gravel coming out from under your front wheel. Cause your heart to skip just a little beat when you're going that slow. Chicks are here. Nothing like baby chicks. I don't know if y'all like baby chickens, but I do. The little sound of beep, 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 beep. I'm kind of weird. I've got, you know, now weird's not the right word. Eclectic. I like flying airplanes. I like baby chickens. I like riding motorcycles. I like riding horses. You know, I like going to nice stuff. I like living in a tent. I'm just a very eclectic person. I like a lot of different things. Sometimes that confuses people because they keep, you know, people try and put you in a mold, and I really don't fit in a mold, and I never have. I've always been kind of just my own person. So this is kind of Abbeville. That's the veterinarian I used to go to. It's changed hands now. I think it was Prejean's back when I went. Saved my horse one time, so I was real happy. Another old home. I think the speed limit's 55 here, but I'm gonna go 45 till I 45 till I see a sign. I can't remember what it was. I just feel sorry for those people holding those signs. This time of year is not too bad because it's, let's see, it's 83 degrees. But man, in the summertime, oh my God, it gets hot here. I mean, it's not like maybe 95 and to 100, depends on a real hot day, but it's 100% humidity, so you just can't get away from the heat. A breeze doesn't cool you off. This used to be the Ford dealership. They closed it down. That's a little bitty fire station. Really good Chinese food there. I'm gonna be so glad to get all this equipment switched to the other helmet. This helmet is just too tight for me, and it gives me a headache because it binds on my temples and a little bit on my jaw too. I didn't notice the jaw when I wasn't talking, but since I've been doing the vlogging, it really does. And right now it's just really tight. And that's probably more because of the other helmet. I got used to it, just trying it on for a little bit. But that'll be great. I'll have that new one hopefully set up in a couple of days. Once the Sugru gets put on, it takes about 24 hours to harden. I normally wait 48. You don't have to do that, but you know, when you got a $300 camera mounted to your helmet, I'd rather just give it the extra 24 hours, even though there's no reason for it. It makes me feel better. I'll take y'all one day to the red light to the right. It's kind of a nice little ride out there in the country. But I want to go back and show y'all Concord Street from a different angle because somebody had asked to see it. I don't remember who it was. I should have wrote it down. I didn't, but I do remember they wanted to see Concord Street. I have to drop my visor. The sun's really bright right now. It's already getting warm, especially with all this black. What am I doing? Caution, I can easily make that. I kept waiting for it to turn green and even think about it. This is going back to the courthouse. You'll see a lot of older homes through here. Nice home right there. And it's right on the river too. I don't know if y'all seen where the land kind of dropped off. That's where the river is, if I'm not mistaken. When I was first got my driver's license, I was 15, and somehow or another here I turned the wrong direction at night, and this is a one-way, and like we're going, both lanes are going this direction, I was going this direction, and I recognized as soon as I seen somebody's headlights coming toward me. How I did that, even to this day, I don't know, but thank God I didn't get into a wreck and everything turned out okay. So we're going to come back up on the courthouse again. Need to get in this right lane. courthouse again from a different angle. Yeah, it's so different. When I was a child, that in that middle part where that tree is, there's a green door, and that was, you could walk in without security then. And they had I think the gentleman was blind, if I remember right. It was like a snack section that was ran by people that were blind. I was really little, I mean maybe like 8, 9, 10 years old, and I don't think that's there anymore, but you could walk in and out the courthouse, nobody would bother you. The elevator, if I remember, had somebody that would sit in it and actually work it to bring you up and down. It was only one story. You could do that, or you could walk up the steps. It's funny what you remember. There's the Catholic Church again. There's Black's. Great place to eat. Used to be, yeah, still Dupree's right there. So here's the river I was talking about. If you notice, the water's real dirty. It's all the water down here is like that. It's so muddy. A lot of sediment in the water. Well, there is Abbeville, guys. I gave y'all just a little bit of tour. There's more to it, but I just gave you a small sample of the downtown and the airport. Going out the same way. I'm gonna have to pull over here and turn this camera off.